internet friends, it's Red Edits, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to do a full edit on VideoStar, so let's get it poppin'. First thing you're going to do is press the plus sign in the corner, choose your video format, or either select song or edit video. For the record, this is how I would edit, this is how I'm showing you what to do. Like, it's going to be a simple edit to start out this series. Okay, by the way, right now, choose out your audio. I'm like speaking, but you know, whatever. This is how I'm doing it, it's how I'm showing you, but feel free to add more things or take away different things, you know, just add your own style to it. So now that we have our audio finished, what you're gonna do is go through the audio and start splitting scenes. So basically, like, as you saw in the beginning of the video, you know how it was like boom, 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 you know, stuff like that. You're just gonna like split the video on every beat, if that makes sense. Because when you split it, that's when you're doing a transition. And then when you're finished, like, I'll show you, you're gonna go to on the clip and then you're just gonna import your clips. This next part is completely optional, but what I did is I went through every clip and I made them kind of velocity. So like all you have to do is go to modify, choose fast section, and then press apply and then press save. It does cost money, for the record. It's completely optional, you don't have to do it, so don't worry about it, but I thought it would just add a little something to the edit, so why not? And right here I decided to change the clip because at first I was gonna do a plot twist kind of edit, but then I was like, nah. So I just kind of like did the clip in the No Tears Left to Cry video where Ariana like zooms into the castle building tower mabobber thingy, you know. I'm not good at speaking, I'm sorry, okay? But like, so it kind of like zooms into the edit kind of, you know, cool concept maybe? No, I don't know, but yeah, I did it. The first thing we're gonna do for this edit is we're gonna head to multi-layer clip in the first scene. And for number 1, we're gonna make it Ariana. And then for number 2, we're gonna make the tower scene. And then you're going to click on edit keyframe on number 2, and you're going to mark the opacity, so it's going to be all the way up at 100, and then you're going to move one slide over and set it all the way down to 0. That way when it goes, let's not do nothing illegal, something like that, it'll like change on the because when we save it, we're going to go back to multi-layer clip and we're going to shake it to make it look like it like kind of did a shake transition on between the two clips. You know what I mean? You'll see in a minute. So on the shake, we're only going to have it move on the part, and I'm sorry, that sounds ridiculous, but I don't know how else to say it. And you're going to have it zoom in and out, and if you don't really like that because shakes are very hard to explain, I'll just leave a preset for you guys, so don't worry. My advice might suck because I know that everyone works differently, but I work best seeing visuals, so I would just say like follow what I do, but I know not everyone does that. Like it's easier for me to look at something and be like, oh, I can do that, rather than someone tell me. Like if someone told me, I'd be like, yeah, no, I'm too stupid to follow that. So I guess I'm just gonna say follow this, and if you can't, just use the preset. So now that we have the shake, we're going to go back to multi-layer clip. And we're going to press 1, and we're going to make it the clip that we just did. Edit keyframes, and then you're going to go almost all the way to the back, and you're going to mark it, also put it on mirror expand image. So basically mark it, just put it up and then down with the size, and then all the way at the end, just put it down to 75. For the second part of the transition, we're on scene 2, so we're going to go to multi-layer clip, and we're going to also start it down at 75. Also, remember to do mirror expand image for every clip. So put it down to 75, and then move it up a bit. It depends on how long the clip is, but just kind of follow me at this part. And then put the size all the way back up at 100. Now we're going to go back to multi-layer clip, press 1 and press the clip, and then you're going to slide it over and you're going to mark it, and then all the way at the end you're going to set it up to 200. For the next scene, you'll never believe where we're gonna go. It's multi-layer clip. Oh my gosh. So now you're gonna go to edit keyframes and mirror expand as always, and you're gonna turn it down to 75 again. If you watched my previous tutorial, you already know because I said this, but when you're doing transitions, make sure you remember the numbers. Like if you go down 75, remember to do that in the next clip, and if you go up to 130, remember to do 130 in the next clip, just so it looks even and not messy. So basically, yeah, you're going to do what you did earlier. You're going to start it at 75 and then move over and then put it back up at 100. And then what we're doing now is we're marking it at the end so we're going to move it up and then we're going to move it back down, and then all the way at the end we're going to move it down. I don't want to drive you guys nuts by saying multi-layer clip a million times, but yeah, we're just going to keep going there. So we're going to go to edit keyframes again, and this time we're going to start it up since it originally went down. So mark it like you would, and then slide it back over and move it up. And then go all the way to the end and move the arrow key down just one, and it'll do like this little bounce effect and it'll add more style to it, so do that. So now towards the end we're going to do a sideways transition, so just mark it and then slide it all the way over and move it to around 0.07 or 6. 6 is good too. So now you're gonna make sure you're on the same sideways thing and just put it at 0.07 or 6, doesn't matter, just as long as you're around the same number. So you're going to start it off as that and then move a little over and put it back to 0. And once again we're going to have it move sideways, so just mark it to the side and then all the way at the end slide it over. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys right now, I accidentally skipped a clip while editing this, but I go back and I fix it, so for right now just pretend that I didn't skip it, pretend that it was there the whole time doing its beautiful transition, and yeah. So now in the keyframes, we're gonna move the circle thingy over a bit and we're gonna mark it, and then we're gonna go all the way to the back and we're gonna slide it over the opposite direction of our last clip, because that's how transitions work. If you did not know that, now you do. You're welcome. Merry Christmas. So now we're going to do a different transition. So we're going to go back and we're going to go to layout and we're going to scroll over to skew. And then just put it all the way down for now, because why not? And then next to opacity, or under opacity, you're going to press that button. It'll change it to layout. And just turn it up as much as you want, you know, mark it, do your thing. If you want it to be a little, make it a little. If you want it to be a lot, make it a lot, because why not, man, why not? So next we're going to be doing the split effect. So you're going to put a background for 1, and then for 2, just click another clip and go to shape and just cut it in half. Or not really in half, just cut it where you want, and then you can move it eventually. So now you're going to click on frame 2 and you're going to have it start up, and then when the video goes through a little bit, just mark it down. Like, I don't know, that sounds confusing. Just watch what I do and do it. And now to get the white borders, go to 3, copy, copy layer 2, edit keyframe, and then you're going to copy keyframes from layer 2, and then you're going to slide over on the second layer, and you're going to slide till you see solid color. I think that's what it's called, I don't know. And I made it white, you can make it whatever color, and you're just going to like move the clip just a little bit over, and then you're done. So now we're going to head back into multi-layer clip and do as always, just import the clip. And then we're going to do the opposite skew we did last time. Like we did it to the right last time, so now we're going to do it to the left. And once again, press the opacity, do the layout, and then just turn it down throughout the video. So what we're going to do now is on the beat we're going to have it move up, then back down, and then up again. However, I found that this makes the edit look kind of choppy, so if you just want to not do that and just do transitions instead, then go for it, because I don't know, I kind of goofed here. But yep, do what you want. Like I said, you don't have to follow this tutorial completely, you can just add your own style to it. When you're doing velocity and modify clip, sometimes it adds like these weird white flashes at the end. All you have to do is go to multi-layer clip, set it as the first layer, and then just press create, and it'll take away the flash for whatever reason. For the next transitions, we're just going to do in and out transitions, you know, just for the rest of the edit, because the beat gets really fast, so it's just easier if you do that. Plus it stays on beat, so you know, that's good, great, Gucci, whatever. So I assume a lot of you know how to do the in and out transition, but if you don't, I'll explain anyway. So we're gonna have the transition start out at 75, and then it goes up to 100 in mid-video. And then since this is really fast, like this clip is like not even a second long, it just kind of goes up throughout the entire clip, scene, whatever. So once again, to add more style to the video, near the end, we're just gonna have it move up, like with the size, just by a few. That was my dog. Okay, I don't know if you guys could hear that, but okay. We're gonna have it move up just a couple notches, and then we're gonna have it turn just a couple notches. So to make our transitions a lot smoother, we're gonna go to Re-Effect Clip, press the plus sign, and then you should be on the brush and scroll over until you see either focus, which is free, or you can do the zoom blur or whatever the one next to it is. I prefer this one just because it looks a lot smoother, but focus works just as good too. And then you're going to go to multi-layer clip and you're going to set the blurred clip as number 1 and then the normal clip as number 2. And then right before it starts moving, mark the opacity and then turn it down all the way. Like move one over and then turn the opacity down all the way. I might be pronouncing that wrong, but you know what? I don't care. And then you're just going to do that for every single clip. Since this transition slides down, you're going to go to the plus sign again, and you're going to look for, once again, either focus, just click on the different type, or motion blur, and then move the panel thingy, I don't know, until it does up and down blur, and then basically do the same thing you did. Just put the blur as the background, normal as foreground, and then turn it down or turn it up or whatever you need to do. Now we're going to merge all the scenes together. In order to do that, you got to go to Edit, Merge Scenes, and you set the start and then you set the end, and then you press Merge. And now on to coloring, you're going to go to Reeffect Clip, press the plus sign, and go to X Rages. And then you can do whatever color you want, but I chose purple because it's pretty popular, I guess. I don't know. And then just mess with it. Quick Effects. And then go back to Reeffect Clip and make sure you're on that same effect, and then press the Reeffect Clip. So now you're going to go to Multi-Layer Clip and set the purple as the background, or maybe not. So the purple as the foreground, and then the original clip for number 1. and then slide over till you see blend background, and then you can just mess with this. I chose that one, but you know, just once again add your own style to it. So now that we're done with that, we're going to go back to Reeffect Clip, press the plus sign, and you should be in brushes again, and slide over till you see, I think it's called Glow. Yep, it's called Glow. And then you can mess with the panel as well, or stick thingy, I don't know what you guys want to call it, but yeah. And then you can add as much glow as you want. So now we're going to import an overlay, so go to New, Import Clip, and if you don't have this overlay and you want it, it's called Stars Overlay. I'll put it in the description below. So now we're going to go to Multi-Layer Clip, set the video edit as the background, or number 1, and set the overlay as 2, and then slide over till you see Blend Background, or Blend BG, but Blend Background. And once again, you can mess with this with the little arrow on the side, but I personally like this better, so that's what I'm gonna do. Now the last thing to do is put a watermark. I just did something really simple. I put the video as 1, and then I went to my watermark, which is in my camera roll. I just made it small, put it in the corner, and then in color I swiped over till I saw blend background, and then I chose the 3rd one down. And that's usually what I do for my watermark, but if you want to do something cooler, I mean, go ahead, snatch some wigs, you know. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you hated this video, please give it a big thumbs up, because that is very well appreciated. Please support the cause of my sanity, because this took, or no, I had to edit 48 minutes of footage, and my phone storage absolutely hates me right now. So yeah, I love you guys. I did this for y'all, and I've gone insane. Okay, love you. Bye.